Big trust. Woo woo. Lamar Jackson in the flesh. Yes, sir.
Lamar Jackson, future Hall of Famer, multi-MVP winner, and one of the most electric players in NFL history. The Baltimore Ravens quarterback is one of the most recognizable athletes in the entire country, but there are some things you may not know about him. Lamar is much more than a Heisman-winning, MVP-winning, all-pro phenomenon. But what are some of these things? In this video, we'll be going over 10 things you may not know about the football icon. And be sure to stick around. The last fact will blow your mind.
Hey, that's crazy.
1. Lamar Jackson didn't play high school football until his junior year. Despite playing Pop Warner football growing up in Pompano Beach, Florida, Jackson spent his freshman and sophomore years of high school away from the sport. Jackson would spend these 2 years attending Santa Luces Community High School before transferring to Boynton Beach High School prior to his junior year, ultimately becoming the starting quarterback as soon as he stepped foot on a Boynton Beach football field. Jackson would go on to have a very successful 2 years playing football, tallying up to 3,887 total yards and 53 total touchdowns in those 2 seasons. Pretty good for someone who hadn't played football in years, huh? Looking not only at his NFL career, but even his college career, it's hard to believe that Jackson missed half of his high school football career. 2. Lamar Jackson played Pop Warner ball against one of his future teammates. A lot of NFL players grew up in South Florida, but what are the odds that these players would end up playing together at the pro level? This is one of those cases. In Lamar Jackson's Pop Warner League, he would play multiple times against Marquise Hollywood Brown. A year after the Baltimore Ravens selected Lamar in the first round, the Ravens would select Hollywood in the first round, pairing the 2 South Florida alums together, immediately sparking a close bond between the 2. They would play together for 3 seasons, and Hollywood would even pick Lamar up for every game before Hollywood would be traded to the Arizona Cardinals.
Hollywood come get me before every game.
Oh, you ride the game every game?
Me and Hollywood ride together ever since he been in the league. We go to the game.
If you ask these 2 men who their best off-the-field bond has been within the NFL, they'd most likely say each other. 3. Lamar's favorite meal and his mother's impact on his life. Shrimp Alfredo is Lamar's go-to meal before games, followed by a bowl of banana pudding. He loves the carbs and uses the energy to bully his opponents, making their legs look like noodles when he evades their attempted tackles. Felicia Jones has played as big of a part in Lamar's career as he has. If Felicia has an idea, a proposal, or even just advice, Lamar will listen to her with open arms. Lamar is a mama's boy, and he isn't ashamed of it. Ever since high school, Felicia Jones has had a major part in Lamar's career decisions, starting with his decision to commit to play football as a Louisville Cardinal in college, as Louisville's head coach at the time, Bobby Petrino, promised Felicia that Lamar would play quarterback, and only quarterback, after scouts wanted him to switch to wide receiver, which proved to be a life and career-defining decision. Felicia is a huge inspiration to Lamar, being his biggest fan and his biggest support system all at the same time. She even gives counsel to Lamar about his tattoos, which we will go to further in the video. Felicia eventually helped Lamar secure a bag in 2023, signing a 5-year, $260 million contract extension with the Baltimore Ravens. During negotiations, media personalities everywhere tried to discredit Jackson for not having a quote-unquote real agent, but Lamar and Felicia proved all of them wrong. Now, Lamar is playing the best football of his career on the team he wanted to play for while making as much money as he feels he earned. All credit to him and Felicia for these negotiations. 4. Lamar Jackson went viral in high school. As a senior at Boynton Beach, Lamar was making play after play after play, leaving the fans in the stands in awe every week. But one week, he did something special. On a play from the 20-yard line, Lamar would step back looking to pass, but would eventually roll out and escape the pocket. Jackson would show off his elite speed, making defenders miss. Once he hit the goal line, he made a full stop, making the defender in front of him look like he didn't belong on the same field as him. The clip would go viral everywhere. I'm sure many of you have seen it. It was all over social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and especially took off on Vine. This clip very well could have been what made Lamar Jackson catch the eye of the media, and he never ever left it. 5. Lamar Jackson couldn't read a Playbook until college. No, this isn't a joke. Lamar Jackson did not understand how to read a playbook until he was the starting quarterback of a Power 5 college. In high school, Jackson was so special that his coach simply drew up plays, relayed them to Jackson's headset, and Lamar did his thing. Can't do that at a competitive level. Lamar was quoted as saying that his freshman playbook looked like foreign letters to him. However, considering his success, it seems like Lamar finally got the hang of it. Jackson admitted to reciting his plays into a mirror to memorize his Ravens playbook. That's the kind of dedication you need to succeed, and Lamar has just that. 6. Lamar Jackson was a track and field star in high school. Does this really surprise any of you? Lamar Jackson is one of the fastest players in the NFL and probably the fastest quarterback of all time. Of course, he was a track star in high school, just like his mother before him. Jackson participated in mostly the 100-meter dash, posting a personal record of 11.45 seconds. For comparison, the average high school 100-meter dash time is around 12.5 seconds. Lamar also regularly participated in the long jump. He was the star of the Boynton Beach track team, just as he was on the football team. 7. Lamar Jackson's father and his grandmother tragically passed on the same day. Jackson was only 8 years old when this happened. Lamar Jackson Sr. was a massive influence in Lamar's football career, coaching his Pop Warner teams and really helping Lamar hone in on his quarterback skills at a young age. Lamar has been known to credit his father as his biggest inspiration in football and the person who supported him and his journey the most. Thankfully, Lamar didn't decide to quit playing football when this tragic event took place, instead continuing his football career and dedicating his success to his father. Lamar's grandmother was also a huge factor in his life, making this the hardest day of his life. Lamar is a very strong person, as he was able to not only come out of this on top, but used his father's teachings to cement himself as one of the greats. Truly a solemn, beautiful story. 8. Lamar Jackson has his own brand and sportswear line. In 2018, Lamar Jackson announced that he would release his own sports apparel line called Era 8 Apparel. This line sells everything from t-shirts to hoodies to backpacks to hats. Jackson even sells his own cologne. This line became very popular during Jackson's 2019 MVP campaign, even getting a shout-out from Pro Bowl running back Mark Ingram.
AKA Action Jackson, AKA Era 8 Apparel. New Era 8 Apparel.
If you have some Era 8 apparel, let us know in the comments. 9. Lamar Jackson lives with his mother and his siblings. Jackson has always been a family guy, and when he got his first NFL check, he bought a house for his family. He made sure that they were set. The Jacksons live in Owings Mills, Maryland, around 20 minutes from Baltimore. Lamar has completely set his family up for life. Lamar is an absolute inspiration to kids everywhere, not only on the football field, but off of it as well, with actions just like this one. A great football player and an even better guy. Being under the same roof with his family helps Lamar stay grounded and humble. He even has the mantra tattooed on his arm, "Humble Beast," along with his mom's favorite Bible verse on his other arm, Mark 6:4. And on his chest, he has family centered with meaningful artwork embracing and symbolizing what he truly values. 10. Lamar Jackson is the youngest player ever to win the Heisman Trophy and the youngest player ever to win NFL MVP. Yep, you heard that right. Lamar is the youngest player to win both awards. Jackson won the Heisman Trophy as a sophomore at Louisville in 2016 at the age of 19. Tallying 5,114 total yards and 51 total touchdowns, one of the greatest statistical seasons in college football history. Jackson would not only replicate his success in the NFL, but he also did it at the youngest age in NFL history, only being 22 years old, winning the 2019 NFL MVP. Get this, unanimously. In 2019, Jackson totaled 4,333 yards and 43 touchdowns, leading the Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 record. Jackson racking up both of these awards as the youngest player for each respective award will never, ever happen again. Out of all of Lamar Jackson's unreal facts and statistics, none may be more impressive than this one. There's never been a player like Lamar Jackson. There will never be another player like Lamar Jackson. This man is a one-of-a-kind talent and will go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. And now you know 10 things you didn't know about him before. Which fact shocked you the most? Are there any that we missed? Let us know in the comments. Did you know that only 1% of our viewers subscribe to the Halftime Show? You 1%ers are the real ones. Imagine how much bigger our channel would be if you 99%ers became a helper and supported us by becoming a subscriber. If you do, it will help us continue to improve our production to make better videos for you. As always, thanks for watching the Halftime Show. See you all in the next one.